Hello everyone! So it's been a while since I've made a freaky video like this, but it's been so long and I was dying to make one, so I had to do it. And I'm gonna make this video all about creepy dolls because I am obsessed with creepy dolls. I thought it would be cool for this scary story video to name a bunch of different creepy dolls and the stories behind them. So that's what this video is gonna be. And there are a lot of creepy dolls I don't want to make a video for. I think this video will be too long if I put all of them into one video. So I'm going to narrow it down to 5 dolls per video. I'm going to make more than one of these. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Sorry it's been so long since I made a video like this. I feel like it's been forever. I've just been so busy with the Dead Zone and everything. But now that it's done and over with, I can get back to making these and short horror films regularly again. So yeah. The first doll that I'm going to be telling you guys about, her name is Okiku. I think that's how you say it. Her name's Japanese. So, okay, the story with this doll started in 1918 when a 17-year-old boy purchased this doll for his 2-year-old sister, Okiku. He got her as a souvenir on a Japanese island of which I cannot pronounce, so I'll put the name on the video for you guys, for a marine expedition. The doll was tall with a traditional Japanese kimono, and it had black beads set into its white porcelain skin, with shoulder-length black hair. The little girl loved this doll, and she played with it every single day. She even named the doll after herself, Okiku. The two were inseparable until one day the girl became gravely ill. She then died of influenza and fever. Her mourning family placed this doll in an altar in honor of their beloved daughter. So to keep in memory of the little girl, since she loved the doll so much, they put her in an altar. Soon after they put the doll in this altar, they started to notice something strange. The doll's hair, which was just shoulder length whenever they first got it, was starting to get longer and longer day by day. Before long, its hair reached down to its knees. This then caused the alarmed family to believe that Okiku's spirit was living inside of the doll. Even when the doll's hair was trimmed, it always grew back and it always stopped at knee length. In 1938, the family moved, but they were wary of taking the doll with them since they believed that their daughter's spirit was inside of the doll. So they decided to take it to a temple and leave it there. Trimming to the doll's hair became a daily chore, and to this day, the doll still sits inside of that temple with its hair growing down to its knees, continuously growing and never stopping. Every time they cut the doll's hair, it grows back. So the second creepy doll that I'm going to tell you guys about is the doll that aged. This is a really creepy story. A husband and a wife couple purchased this doll as a Christmas present for their young daughter, and it soon became one of her favorite toys. As with everyone when they grow up, she grew out of this doll, so her family decided to put the doll inside of the attic. It wasn't until a decade later that the family found this doll in a routine cleanup in the attic. Though it was sealed in a box and it was in pretty good condition 10 years prior, the doll had aged, but not in ways that dolls would normally age. The doll, which once looked like a baby, now looked like an old man. It appeared to be covered in wrinkly flesh, and it had like the quality of a human being. The arms became stiff and they were almost mummified. The horrified family got rid of the doll, and nobody knows what happened to the doll ever since then. It's like it completely vanished, never to be seen again. That is what's so strange about this story. Some believe that an evil entity resided with the doll. Others just say that it was deteriorating. The material that the doll was made out of was just starting to rot, making this doll look human, which does not make sense to me. I think that something was with the doll that made it look that way, because normal dolls would not look human after 11 years of being in an attic. That something had to be with inside that doll to make it do that. The third doll that I'm going to tell you guys about, I know a lot of people are going to be freaked out by this one. I mean, they're going to be freaked out with this video anyways, because a lot of people are scared of dolls. I know a lot of people are going to be freaked out by this next one. This one is Ted the Haunted Clown Doll. Yes, he's a clown and he's a doll. A lot of people are going to be freaked out by this. I've always been the type that's never been really scared of clowns. It just depends on the clown that I'm seeing. If it's just an ordinary clown, like a person in makeup, I know that they're in makeup and it's not scary to me. I never understood that. Anyways, to the point. This clown doll was said to be haunted by his owner, Ernest. Ernest claimed that ever since he got this doll, he started to hear strange noises, like kids crying. It would also move, so he decided that he was going to test out this theory and he set it into the corner of the room. It had moved 3 feet from where he left it. The doll's shoes on the bottom had been worn. In some of the pictures that he had of this doll, there was a strange energy around it. The doll was then bought by a lady named Renee, and nobody knows if this story was true or if it was made up, but Renee did have a website, and they said that before she shut down her website, that she had strange experiences with this doll as well. The fourth doll that I'm going to be telling you guys about, her name is Peggy, and she's a lot like Annabelle. According to Jane Harris, the investigator and owner of this doll, she causes anyone who looks at her to become seriously ill. Harris claims that this doll was given to her by its previous owners after they said that the doll was giving them bad nightmares. The woman who had the doll before said that she would wake in a panic and shaken. No matter where she moved this doll, the nightmares just persisted and continued on. She then grew seriously ill and suffered from hallucinations, and that's when she decided that she needed to give the doll up. They said that before she decided to give the doll up, they brought in a priest to try and see if that would make anything better, but it instead made the situation worse. Harris says that 80% of the people who come into contact with this doll become ill after looking at it or just being around it. Always seem to have a bad reaction. One lady said that her computer froze on a picture of Peggy, and then the room grew cold and she could feel a sinister presence in the room with her. She could hear someone moving around. Another lady had a heart attack right after she watched a video of Harris with this doll in a car. And another victim said that light bulbs began blowing in her house after she seen pictures of this doll and a video. Some of the things that people experience are headaches to full-blown mania. Harris had psychic mediums visit Peggy, all of which who said that she had a spirit inhabited within her that was restless and frustrated and persecuted in its past life. Some of the mediums believed that Peggy was possessed by a Jewish person who died in the Holocaust. Other evidence says that the spirit was of a woman who lived in Holland Park in London in 1940 who passed to respiratory problems suspected to be asthma. Harris refuses offers to expel the spirit from the doll. Why, I have no idea, but that's just really creepy. I wouldn't want to keep a doll that had an evil spirit inside of it. If it was just a haunted doll, I'd be perfectly fine with it, but if it's something bad, I would not want to keep that doll. I'd want that spirit out of that doll. Like, I don't even care how long the spirit's been inside the doll, that's just creepy, and I wouldn't want a doll like that. The fifth and last creepy doll that I'm going to tell you guys about in this video is a possessed Elmo doll. Yes, an Elmo doll. We all had one when we were younger, and if you didn't, then you're lying. You at least had Barney or some sort of freaky doll like that. Back in 2008, 2-year-old James Bowman had an Elmo Knows Your Name doll. The doll was programmed to say the owner's names and other phrases. This particular doll not only knew James's name, but he would always say the word kill before it. Elmo would sing Kill James repeatedly until one day his mom got fed up with it and decided to put the doll out of James's sight. The doll only began spewing death threats after its batteries had been changed. Fisher-Price, the manufacturer of the Elmo doll, offered them a voucher to get a replacement doll for that Elmo. but nobody knows for sure if they took them up on that offer or not. It's like so crazy. Like they're just gonna give you a replacement, like a thing to get a replacement, but the doll said kill. Like I would have sued. I would have been like, no, I don't want another doll. I want to sue you. That's what I want to do. Those were my 5 creepy dolls for this video. I'm so glad that I'm finally back to making videos like this again. I've missed it so much. But next week I should have another video about 5 more creepy dolls because I found a lot that I want to do a video on. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Tell me what you guys think in the comments below. Who do you think was the creepiest doll? What do you think about these stories? Have you ever heard of them before, or is this the first time that you've heard of them? What Okiku was probably the scariest to me, or the doll that aged. That was pretty creepy. But they're all pretty scary. We'll see you guys next time.